Facebook so we can get some comments up there. What? Oh. Okay.
What?
I see what you're saying.
What happened to Bear?
All right, let's go. I'm ready. Let's just start on Instagram. How about
find
that?
it. Go for it.
Oh, hello, everyone. Welcome to Sunrise Extra. Hi, Instagram. Happy Friday. Say hi, Chris. How are you guys this morning? So we are talking about one kind of hot topic that's getting a lot of comments.
Drew's working hard over there to get it.
And then one fun topic just because it's Friday. So we are talking about a story that out at Hag Lake by Forest Grove, past Hillsboro, very popular spot for boating, fishing, all that stuff. So there was a little teenage bear cub that was out there. We don't know where its mommy is.
Teenage?
He's a bear cub, but he's pretty good size. I wouldn't want to run into him.
I hear what you're saying. Yeah, he's not like this. He's not a newborn.
So there was, he's not an 8-pound, 7-ounce baby Jesus. Anyway.
No, it's more like a 250-pound.
Yeah, that's a Ricky Bobby quote.
I never saw Ricky Bobby.
Baby, I'm going to eat you.
Okay, we're digressing. Okay, let's talk about this bear because, so there was this bear wandering around Hag Lake, and of course people started feeding it. They were leaving out trail mix.
Why do you say
corn,
of course?
Because that's what people do.
But they shouldn't,
because they think it's cute and fun, and people were taking selfies with the bear in the background. Well, guess what? All you people who left all the food out there, they had to kill the bear.
Yeah.
Because it was coming around people, and they say they can't relocate bears because if you relocate it. I know, but
it's
this
like
is
the worst of us.
Well,
like
you said that you hated the story from the beginning, so explain why you hate it. There's
well,
many reasons.
that whole reason, our ignorance of nature, because we are so consumed in our little,
and it got this bear killed.
World that we don't, respect.
Right.
What's out there beyond what we can see, touch.
We just want to take a picture of it.
Yeah.
Maybe the problem is in the education. I don't know. I feel like I've heard enough times to not feed the animals, don't feed the bears.
Yeah.
But then again, when growing up in the city like we did in Philadelphia, I didn't know much about nature. I don't know if I ran into a bear cub for the first time, would I know that's the worst thing in the world to do to feed the bear? I might not.
Yeah.
I just feel like, before I just hammer all those people that did feed the bear, was there enough signs posted out there? Did they see the warnings?
Keep talking. I'm just going to show
Did they know that this is like the worst thing you can do? Maybe the sign should now read, "Do not feed the bears. We may have to kill them if you do." I mean, maybe
I
that'll
think that
hammer
would
it home.
work.
Less consequences? I don't know.
Yeah.
So this is the story on our webpage, and I'll show you the Washington County Sheriff's Office. Look at this guy. He looks so sad. Well, he's gone now, people. Good job. Because, everyone was feeding the bear, and they say, where is it on here? Biologists cannot relocate bears that become habituated to humans because they're more likely to have dangerous interactions with us in the future. I was wondering if there was any kind of rescue or,
Right.
bear.
No, you see a lot of cougar rescue operations around the area. I'm not familiar with any bear rescue operations in the area. I'm sure they exist. They have them outside of Yellowstone, I know. In Montana, there's some fantastic bear rescue operations there. It's tough. Obviously, you think about why do they kill it? And like you just mentioned, bears. There's a history. Studies show that bears that do have that interaction with humans become more likely to have dangerous interactions with humans later. We like it when the bears are a little scared of us. They don't know how they can kill us so easily until they get around us and realize, man.
We went to Glacier 2 summers ago, and we stayed at the Mini Glacier Hotel on the east side of the park. And brown bears are typically, black bears, like what we have here in Oregon, are typically thought to be a little less aggressive.
Right.
Still dangerous, but a little less aggressive towards humans. Brown bears, grizzlies, more inclined to just rip your head off, which they will do, right? So we're at Glacier, and there were two, I want to say, not cubs, but like as you would say, teenage bears, adolescent bears, right?
Their size was not all that intimidating.
Well, I mean, it's a bear, so I mean, I'm looking at that. That's a bear. We're going to stay inside, right? But so many people were out in the parking lot at the hotel. They saw the bears coming down. They were just running around looking for, their next place to go graze or whatever. And people were literally running to the bears into the parking lot to go get
and that's
pictures
what happens at Yellowstone.
of grizzly bears running through the parking lot.
We have lost our damn
Glacier,
minds with this social media thing of taking a picture of something. It's a wild animal, And I think those signs, yeah, like you will kill this bear or force us to kill it
If you start
if you
feeding it.
leave this food there.
The education is still somewhat new because we were at Yellowstone 2 summers ago, and there was a time not too long ago. Now, granted, the pictures were in black and white, so we are talking decades ago. But you know, in our parents' lifetime at Yellowstone, they would feed the bears as part of a demo. People would get out of their cars and feed the bears, and it was kind of an accepted thing at Yellowstone.
Right.
Finally, they came to the realization that this is not helping. This is not good. We're going to kill these bears. Because of this human interaction, stay away from them, do not feed them. But Yellowstone, that was a kind of a way they attracted people. Like, hey, come
Yeah.
on out. We bring the bears to us and we feed them. You can be part of that experience. They did come to their senses. We did more studies. We learned more. And we realized that this is not at all okay in any situation.
No.
Bears stay there. People stay here. Don't interact.
So we've been asking the question, should people be punished for feeding wildlife that then become a threat to humans? I can't see because we have different monitors up. Do you remember what kind of the spread was on the vote? I mean, was
I
it
don't
overwhelmingly
recall at
either
all, to
way?
be honest with you, on
So
that one.
we've gotten over 500 comments on this issue on Facebook. A lot of people taking different stances. Heather says it could have taken him to a sanctuary instead of killing it. Many would have taken him. That's what I was wondering. Why can't, and maybe we'll try and get that question answered today. Richard saying the old slogan, a fed bear is a dead bear. The bear was doomed as soon as, someone left food for it. Larry says, here's my guess, since it was a cub, they could not separate it from the mom. Finding the mom would be a task, but what if there are other cubs that are not being a problem? Please don't feed wild animals. Right. Could she have been placed in a zoo at least? I don't know if they,
Well, I mean,
don't
how,
know.
you know, then we open, or, I mean,
Just
how
leave the
much room
wild
does every
animals.
zoo have
Right,
around the
right.
country for more bears that because of our interaction? Granted.
Yeah. So it's a hot topic. Let us know. Rob on Instagram. Hi, Rob. He says, don't poke the bear.
And I'm pretty sure
poke
that.
the bear.
Don't poke, don't feed him.
I mean, I don't have our zoo friends here with us to confirm, but I don't think they
get my
typically
little
take
iPad
wild
with your
animals and place them into a zoo exhibit. I mean, those zoo bears have been born
in
typically
captivity
in raised
or
captivity,
something.
captivity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we are getting some comments here on our Facebook feed. Good morning, everyone. Thanks for watching us. I am totally paying attention to you. Everyone always says, like, what's that lady doing with the selfie stick, and why
Right.
is she always looking down? It's because we're getting live comments from you guys, and we want to be able to interact with you and say
So let's do
good
that.
morning.
I'll open up my Instagram.
Let's
Oh,
do
wait,
it.
we should probably kill the sound because there's
Right,
a
that
little
happens
stereo
every day.
effect in here. I
So
gotta-
hi
there we
Jody, thanks
go.
for watching this morning. You say, yes, stop feeding wild animals. This poor cub had to be killed because people left food out. So she agrees with a punishment. What would you do? Is it a fine?
Well, you know, maybe
Michael-
start small and go big later, but there should definitely be a punishment. That should be posted on the sign. Like I said,
We should
I wish I knew what those signs
Use
said.
this as a mass public service announcement. Just keep broadcasting it out there, right?
Right.
That's our job as broadcasters to help folks in the wildlife that work in that realm, right? To
Yeah.
help them get that word out. And this is a great teaching experience.
Well, we all remember
right?
kids
Teaching
as
moment.
kids growing up, those public service announcements with Smokey the Bear, only you can prevent forest fires. They worked.
Yeah.
We all got the
Yeah,
message.
we remember
Right.
that, right?
You know, it sticks in my head now,
Yeah.
even 40 years later. So maybe Smokey's new message is, hey, don't feed me. Seriously,
Yeah.
you know, don't
Yeah.
feed the bear. You run into some of my type out in the wild, steer clear, don't feed us. You'll end up killing
Good
us.
idea. It's like
call.
$1 million idea, Drew. Okay, so someone, who is it? Phil. Hi, Phil.
Philip.
Bransom on Facebook saying, where can we see the video that I'm
Nate
shooting on
Dogg,
my
how you
phone?
doing?
This is Instagram. Instagram only lets you stream on a phone, so that's why I have to hold this. So you're getting a much better experience, trust me, on Facebook, because you're
and
seeing all the
online.
video
Hello.
that I'm having to wildly shoot
That's
like
all.
this.
That's all in the eye of the beholder. Because if you prefer to just see Nina, you see more of her and her only on the
No.
Instagram. Yeah, I mean that phone usually
I
is
don't.
pointed at you.
Rob.
Mostly, no.
It's usually pointed away from me. But anyway, Chris Johnson, you can't fine everyone who feeds the bears. Who gets punished? The last one caught. Very good. But if you're
Yes.
seen, if there's park rangers,
Right.
which there are at Hag
It's like
Lake,
any law. I mean, not every
Yeah.
speeder gets a ticket,
Ticket.
because you have to find the speeder.
Yeah,
but
the
if
first one to
you're
pull over
caught
gets,
feeding the bear, you're gonna
gets
get fined.
ticketed, right?
let's see.
That's a good one
Common
from-
sense is extinct from Latessa.
I love.
Hi, good morning.
Rob.
Thanks for watching.
Well, Nick
Sooner or
War.
later, you become my food if you feed the
Yeah,
bear.
Rob St. Helens on Instagram.
That is
yes, notice if you feed the bear, you sooner or later become my food. Hate to see the cub get put down. This is on Instagram. I'm reading your live comments on Instagram. But what happens when it grows up and then attacks a car full of people? Yes, that's a different issue. Oh, I see what he's saying. If you feed the bear, then they come around people and
Yes.
then they could attack you.
Yes.
Okay. Let us know about that. It is also Friday, and we want to have fun because today's show has been A little bumpy.
Yeah, you know, I mean,
So
a
we're
lot of
talking
our
about a
shows are.
fun
I think
thing.
it probably looked fine on television.
It looked
would
fine
be
on
my
TV.
guess.
You guys didn't even know. But
There's
we're
so
talking
many
about a fun
hard-working folks
topic.
behind the scenes to make sure that it just
Yes.
works and just looks perfect
Yeah,
at
we
home.
beat
Yes.
ourselves up over little slips here and there, but
So you guys, this week on Catherine Cook's desk, one of our reporters
Yes.
who sits near me, she had a bottle of, it was all gone unfortunately, Clearly Canadian. Do you guys remember this? It's a drink from the 80s and 90s. We used to buy it at Costco in like flats.
not an alcoholic drink, or was it?
No. It's like just sugar,
Clearly
basically.
Canadian. I
Here,
don't
let me
remember
pull
that,
it
do
up
you?
on the screen. I'll show you guys. Will
Water.
remember. So
Flavored
come over
water.
here to the touch
Flavor,
screen.
is it flavored water?
Will you bring that
Yes.
iPad?
The
por
iPad?
favor?
Yes. Is it flavored water? Is that what it is, Nina?
Hold on. I got so many things.
Okay,
going
now
on
I'm
here.
going to have to Google this.
So you don't know it either, right, Chris? I mean,
I've heard of it, and I swear I remember it. It comes in those like bluish tinted bottles with a slight. Right?
There
Yeah,
you
yeah,
go.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Of course.
Flavored water.
Flavored water.
Here, I'll show you guys.
$140
remember
for a bottle of flavored
Yeah.
water.
Jeez. Look at
So
that.
these
Collector's
were
items.
so good. So it got me thinking, like, what product do you miss that you wish would come back?
You know, you
Do
asked
you
me
guys
this
have
earlier.
any?
Yeah, absolutely.
ideas?
We want our viewers to chime in because that's when this becomes fun. So feed us the favorite product from the past that you wish was back today.
Dippity doo.
Here's some ideas.
Yeah, these are all over Google
Lee
right now.
press-on nails. Those are kind of back a little bit. Dep hair gel. My dad used to always use that.
I went with Depp back in the
The
day.
Game
early
Boy.
Yeah.
90s. I went with the yellow one. I think that was extra super hold.
There you go.
Ooh.
There you go.
Oh, the
the
Walkman?
The
Walkman.
Walkman.
Yeah. You want that back?
No, I just thought it was cool.
Do they
I didn't
sell-
say I wanted it back. Yes, I do want this back. I want to put this down,
phone?
and I want my flip phone. That's
Oh, well,
all
you
I
can
want.
have that
I
now.
just want a
Oh, I
flip
remember these. Okay, so you said something that I agree with, Drew.
Not that I want it back, but the first product that came to my mind that I no longer see anywhere is Zima. Because they were so popular when we were growing up. Now, that sounds weird because it is an alcoholic beverage. So I'll say when I was
Did you
about
drink it legally or?
I'm going to say I was 21, and others around me were at the same time. The bottom line is this: you don't see it anymore. And a lot of the females in our crowd were all about the Zima.
I loved Zima.
What happened to Zima? Why did it go away?
Mike's Hard Lemonade came around.
I don't know.
Probably true.
Other
Because
sweet
yeah, it was a
alcoholic
clear
stuff.
drink, and somehow alcoholic, but it wasn't beer.
No.
And it wasn't
It was sweet like candy.
wine. Yes, it was so good. I
But
remember
it was
Problem.
impactful, if you will, like the beer that the guys were
like
drinking.
shoulder tapping at a 7-Eleven. I'll just be totally honest. Like
Oh boy.
high school, Zima brings back memories
Yeah.
about that. Okay, what are some other ones I want to show you? I pulled up some. Okay, so here's some foods.
Fruit roll-ups?
Fruit roll-ups are still. Now
Yeah,
some
they're
of
still
these are
around.
still here. So this isn't totally. Oh my God! Look at Nintendo cereal. That's funny. Hi,
Dun, dun,
C.
dun, 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 dun.
Ecto
Slimer.
Cooler.
You know,
Slimer.
I feel like Slimer still shows up on boxes of
He
like
does. He doesn't look
Go-Gurts.
like that. He looks crazy.
Quisp?
Like
What's that?
Cookie Crisp.
No,
Oh.
Quisp was
no,
another kind of
that.
cereal.
Quisp. Oh, interesting.
So
Put it to fool, Mr. T.
Where? Oh, sorry. Do you guys have any comments?
So there is one from Chris Johnson who says, for foods that no longer exist, he points out a specific hamburger helper. He talks about the beef taco hamburger helper. I guess that one's not
Somebody
available anymore?
else said that too. Where is my post on here?
Beef taco hamburger helper.
Yeah. See, look, beef taco hamburger helper. Somebody else put it on Facebook.
That is funny.
And then they let me know, Clearly Canadian is at Cost Plus World Market.
Yes.
Yes.
So it hasn't gone away.
So it still exists.
hard
It's
to
just
find.
not
'Cause a
as
lot of this
it's
stuff
not
is
as
back.
widespread.
Right.
Okay, David on Facebook, he said, what is this?
A quiche.
Pour a quiche.
Pour a quiche.
It was from the 80s. Thaw the contents, pour into a pre-made pie shell, bake, and presto.
That sounds
Oh my God, they
disgusting.
should
That
bring that back.
sounds.
That sounds good.
A liquid.
I mean, like
Probably-
bad
I know
good,
quiche
you
is
know?
great, but this is a liquid quiche that you pour in and bake.
No, it's frozen. Thaw it, pour it in. It's
Pour.
probably just,
Pour.
well, it's
You don't place
frozen.
it. You pour it like a
It's
liquid.
it's
after
no.
you thaw it. It's like eggs and
It's
stuff.
no worse than going to
like a
your
Pop-Tart.
Taco
You think
Bell
a
and getting your,
Pop-Tart's good?
your meat squeezed out of a caulking
That's-
gun into your
well,
taco.
that
I
is
mean,
bad.
come on.
That is bad.
Okay, you guys are weighing in on Instagram. Thank you. Clutch Putt Mini Golf says this is a much funner topic than dead bears.
Yes.
Well, typically
Agreed.
our lighter topics are
Yes,
the
we're
more fun
trying to be
topics.
more fun on Friday. Somebody else I saw. Rob says it instantly threw me back to the 80s. So what products do you guys miss? Tell us. These are foods. Oh, this is one I said, Squeeze-Its. Do you guys remember these?
I don't remember that one.
You would like twist the top off and squeeze the
Juice?
Juice, yeah, but it was basically sugar water.
Yeah, you don't see push-ups as much anymore. At least I don't recall seeing.
Push pops.
Push
Remember
Pops.
push pops?
Yeah, Push
Yeah,
Pops.
there you go. They were right there. I saw them. Is that it? Oh no, those were pudding
Pudding
pops.
Pops.
Jell-O
Excuse me.
pudding
No.
pops.
I would like to talk to you.
Oh, I remember those.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's just like a.
How about I mentioned a business to Nina that I missed locally.
Tell us that story.
The Organ Grinder restaurant. Okay, it closed in 1996. It was a pizza restaurant on 82nd Avenue, and they had this massive pipe organ in there that needed like a 10-horse compressor to fill all the pipes with air. And I mean, it literally, Drew, you walk in and it was a room this big full of pipes and all these other gadgets, and then a big organ that was in the middle of the restaurant, and this really talented organist that would get up there and play all these different things. I mean, it had chimes and drums, but the organ, man, when that thing hit its bass pipes, I think they like couldn't play this like the lowest 10 notes because of fear of like cracking stuff around the restaurant, right? But anyway, it was a pizza joint. I thought it had good pizza. And then upstairs it was basically like a Chuck E. Cheese. You had skee ball and it was everything. It was a kid's wonderland.
Rob St. Helen is saying that he knows exactly what you're talking about. He mentions the clapping monkey.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. So this is okay. Now this might
grinder.
offend some people because I do remember when the monkey would come out, the organist would and the organist hated the monkey, and in the middle of like playing, he would just have to like bop the monkey over the head to get him to stop because the monkey would sit there and go clap, clap.
Not a
clap,
real
clap
monkey.
with the drum. No. But it was just. The whole thing was just great. I miss it, and that I wish to.
Here you go, Chris.
I wish to God
Oh,
we could
wait.
bring that back.
Where was that at exactly, Chris?
It was on 82nd
82nd.
Avenue near. I think it was like near Foster-ish. I don't remember
on.
exactly where. I want to say it was kind of like in the Lentz neighborhood-ish, give or take. Again, this is going back 20 years.
Here you go. Does this
but it
ring a
was-
bell?
Yes.
The
And it
organ
was
grinder.
enormous. And there's in fact, right on the end of there's the little, a little caricature of the monkey that they used to bring out. And
yeah, he mentioned south of Foster, Rob St. Helen.
yeah. So there you go. So that's one little piece of Portland that I.
Oh my God, I had
I
no
wish
idea.
could come back. Yeah, it was really so. Well, it
There's
closed
the
years ago.
organ.
It closed 23 years
Right,
ago.
I've
is
only
when
been
it
here
closed.
20, so.
So as I understand, the organ's been completely dismantled. Parts of it are all over the country. I mean, look at this. So that's an entire room, an entire room with windows where you could look in and see all the different pipes and all the different organs. There was the drums and the little like xylophone or whatever, and it was something. It was really something.
Yeah, it's cool. I like the Rhinelander. That was one of my favorites too. Okay, so and we pulled up some kind of discontinued toys. Rock'em Sock'em Robots still around.
Yes.
Thank God.
I love
these
that.
these
I'm gonna knock your block off.
Yeah.
What do you
what
call
else?
those? The why can't I think-
Trolls.
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 Thank you.
Trolls,
Thank God
yeah.
those are
Jeez.
gone.
Couldn't think of the word trolls.
Pet
Mr.
rock.
T. Oh, Teddy Ruxpin. Remember?
Oh yes.
Teddy Ruxpin. Didn't he talk or
Did
something?
you see the movie Ted?
What are these guys saying on here? Awesome storyboard. They got frustrated because their station.
No, yeah, that's that.
Ah, okay, never mind.
Right.
The mini golf place in South.
Rob, I'm so with you, man. That place was great. Anyway,
Tamagotchi.
But when you show me this Teddy Ruxpin, I think of another toy from the 80s. Do you guys remember? Maybe I'm a little older.
Care Bears?
Munchie boy doll and Munchie girl doll. They were like some kind of monkey doll.
Nice.
And the song was Munchie, oh so
Oh.
soft and cuddly.
Vaguely.
Yes.
I
not ring a
vaguely
bell.
You could
remember
get,
that.
You could get the Munchie boy doll if you wanted the boy, or you could get the
These
Munchie
are
girl doll if
Pez
you wanted the girl.
dispensers, right? So that's
If I had more
all
arms, I would Google
in
it,
television. Oh, no, that's an Atari.
That's an Atari 5200, I think, versus the 2600. Remember Atari had two different
Space
versions?
Invaders. Yeah.
Huh.
We
Yeah,
actually
these are
had it in
good.
television growing up, not the Atari. I was the only kid on the
I
block.
used to love B-52
Micro
Bomber. That was
Machines. Remember that guy that would do the super fast
guy that could
talking?
talk really- yeah.
Like an
Oh,
auctioneer
yes.
about
Yes.
micro machines. Those were fun. I never
Lawn
had
darts.
I love this. Band,
Guns.
This little boy with the gun here. She's like, oh, I can't wait till I get old enough to hold that.
Oh,
my
and a
goodness.
Rector set. I don't think we're. We are that.
Cabbage Patch Kids. You probably had a Cabbage Patch
Oh,
Kid.
heck
Oh,
yes.
remember
Pound puppies.
Garbage Pail Kids, the
Yes.
stickers that were. I think they
Yes.
got
Garbage
Those got
sued
banned
over
from my school.
because they were a
They were
knockoff
gross.
of Cabbage Patch
Sure.
Kids, and they had like all kinds of disgusting
Yes.
whatever. And they
Garbage pail.
Krusty
Oh,
Chris
I
and
remember
things like that.
these, too. Weevil.
Teed off Tommy had his eyeball on the
Care
on the
Bears.
on the-
These are all really
on a
good.
tee.
The toys I remember. Hi, Richard on Instagram. I'm just seeing your comment. The toys I remember had the Rock'em Sock'em Robots. I just bought that for my niece and nephew a while ago. Kind of like Hungry Hungry Hippo.
Okay, yep.
That was fun. I have the first game system in television.
Yep, I had it in television.
Really?
I was the
Yeah.
only kid on the
That.
block. No one would trade games with you. They didn't work on an Atari, so I kind of was sitting on my own little island with my television.
There was that.
Is
And then
anyone
there
weighing
was-
in here on Facebook?
What else was there? There
Lincoln
was,
Logs. Lincoln Logs.
Yeah, I had Lincoln Logs. I remember those.
You
Those were
can
cool.
still get my boys had Lincoln Logs when they were 5 and 6 or so. You can
Oh,
still
you
find
guys!
Lincoln
I was
Logs.
like a huge He-Man fan. Did you guys like
Masters
He-Man
of the
at all?
Universe.
Masters
I
of the
remember it, but I was not a
Universe.
big. I think I just was probably out
I
of
was a huge tomboy.
but I was a little older, so I think
Yeah.
He-Man was probably popular when I should have stopped watching cartoons. But I have the power of Grayskull. I
Yes.
remember it.
She-Ra.
And then who was the villain in that series?
I think
Skeletor.
Dolph Lundgren played the real life He-Man
Really?
in a
Okay.
full feature length movie.
Yeah, he did. Funny. So yeah, clearly
there's so
Canadian.
many.
I'm
Oh,
gonna have
check
to
out
go to
those
Cost Plus
skates.
World Market to get clearly Canadian.
This is a
Never
talking
seen it.
topic, so we're reminding you, we started out with foods, but also now toys, things that are no longer with us that you wish you could bring back.
Yeah.
And I feel like there are actually more toys that hit people's buttons than there are foods.
And food products,
I
because they
can't-
bring a lot of them back.
I think the food goes away because they stink. Right? For the most part, these food products that are no longer around.
they're
not
horrible
any, yeah,
for
they're
you.
not any
Whereas,
good.
Yeah.
whereas Product Alf.
All right,
remember
you
that
guys,
show?
we got to
Oh, we're
go.
leaving?
Thank you so
That
much.
was
Have a
easy.
wonderful weekend. Happy Father's Day, Drew and
Oh.
Chris, to you guys
Thank
this
you.
weekend.
Thank you.
Happy
Very
much.
Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to all you guys out there. We'll see you on Monday. Bye.